with Shaf. He's the founder of Liz Milano, a skincare line that aims to improve your skin while also staying ethical and clean and the best ingredients. How are you doing today?
Good, thanks. How's everything going for you?
Doing really well. Just speaking with some awesome entrepreneurs. Very exciting morning. So, can you tell me a bit about how your company came to be?
Sure. So it started about 18 months ago. I remember I was getting ready for work and noticed that I don't look like I'm 22 anymore. And I've been a big proponent for wellness, and I started doing some research on taking care of my skin. I just didn't know how to. So I did some research, and I noticed there initially weren't any good solutions for guys. So I started working with estheticians, manufacturers, and dermatologists on seeing if we can create simple and clean products, and ended up developing products that were cleaner than some of the most popular brands out there. At the same time, I spoke with some of my female friends, and they were really frustrated with the current product offerings out there. So I ended up deciding to launch the women's brand online. And so far, reception has been overwhelmingly positive. Especially since we're a vegan and cruelty-free brand, and we use stem cells for one of our flagship products.
Cool.
It's something that other skincare brands don't have, and people have really been receptive to it.
The stem cells, is that for your CCC room?
Yes.
Can you
Yeah.
tell us a bit more about that?
Sure. So one of the things that I got really excited about is I did a little bit of research on stem cells and how it really helps with your skin So I kind of we help formulate a product that uses vitamin C and citrus stem cells to really help improve your skin's elasticity. So really, what the citrus stem cells do is that they kind of absorb into your skin and really work as an architect for your skin, and it improves the elasticity of your skin that you had years ago. So I use all the products on myself every day, and I've absolutely loved it.
Your skin looks great, so
Thank you,
it's a
appreciate
testament
it.
to your product. So, how have you been growing your business in the last 18 months?
So I started about a year ago, really seriously putting a lot of time and effort behind it. By way of background, I'm a private equity investor, and I was in New York for a few years working with a fund out there.
Okay.
But I've had a passion for consumer businesses, and also wanting to dive in and start something of my own. And so for the first 6 months of this year, I was working at my fund, but then going home and working till 1 in the morning, working on my own project.
Hmm.
So really, the way I wasn't able to put as much time into it until I left my old job
Yeah.
position a couple months ago. So the way we really grew is I really focused on word of mouth advertising, really kind of educated people about our brands, and then really pushed a lot of content information on Instagram as well.
Hmm.
The most important thing that I want out of this brand is people to understand that we're a transparent brand, and we want people to learn more about their skin versus just selling products. And that's what's resonated really well with our audience.
That makes a lot of sense. So, numbers wise, maybe could you describe some of the growth you've seen in the last year? Then the difference
Sure.
between
So
now and a
we,
year ago.
we had a launch about about I'd say kind of a month or two ago, where we kind of started seeing a lot of growth that way. But right now we're still kind of keeping it a little under the radar. But we've developed a cult like following. So
Hmm.
it's very interesting that Facebook and Instagram advertising have done well, but it's really the word of mouth that's done incredibly well. I remember the first time we got our first sale, and it was because a friend told another friend who told someone else who purchased it. So it was very exciting when people really start sharing stories. That is the most effective form of advertising, in my opinion.
Can you tell me a bit more about your first sale?
Sure. It was. I remember just waking up one day and I saw an order through Shopify, and I was thinking, like, I don't know this person, and then just did a little research, and I just noticed that. Um, and then I kind of connected the dots, but I realized that it was just because people talked about it. And once people try your products and generally enjoy it, and especially because we put a lot of focus on the packaging, the
Hmm.
unboxing experience, as well as just the quality of the products, that people really want to share that if they find something that they genuinely like. So it was a very exciting feeling and humbling too.
That's super exciting. Unboxing is definitely like a really big thing right now. There's like YouTube videos like dedicated
Yeah.
solely to unboxing. So you mentioned you're on Shopify.
Mhm.
Do you have like an app or a tool or a plugin that's kind of your ride or die? I need this for my store.
So right now we're using I would say the key apps we're using are is Klaviyo for email marketing. We're using I believe like CartKit had the replay app, so
Mm.
really having the chance to kind of see how customers interact with the page. That's very helpful for me to understand like what really draws the attention to the site. And on top of that, it's just the Shopify itself. The application is very useful for us.
Yeah,
It's a good one-stop shop for a solution for us.
it's really great. Agree. So, what facts and figures maybe? So, you're a skincare line and you're using stem cells. Do you have any kind of like info to back that up, or any kind of like um, place you would go to research that, or anything like that?
Sure. So I do have some research. I'm happy to share the links. I don't have them on me right now, but
Okay.
I do have some research that was conducted on citrus stem cells, and so it really shows a dramatic improvement in your skin. So I'm happy to kind of send that to you afterwards.
Okay, cool. So, what's the most important thing that you've learned having your own e-commerce business?
You have to be all in. It's not just e-commerce. It's really just starting your own business. The most important part of entrepreneurship is really putting all your effort behind it. But even more important than that is you need to understand what your customers' needs are and constantly reiterate. So
Mm.
the company that I was along with my co-founders, is that we're not the same company we were even a month ago. I'm constantly looking for ways to reiterate and try to improve the experience for customers. Like yesterday, I spent a good hour and a half at Joanne Fabrics just seeing if I can make a better packaging, even though the current one's already good. So you really need to roll up your sleeves and really try to put as much effort as you can to make sure the customer gets a great experience.
It's fantastic advice. So, then what do you think on the flip side? What do you think is a mistake that a lot of new entrepreneurs or even seasoned entrepreneurs are making?
I think a lot of people lose sight of the bigger picture. We get kind of caught up in the little day to day things that need to get done, that we kind of forget to take the step back and say, why are we doing this?
Mm.
Why is why is this? Why are these little things kind of ingraining us? The most important part is the reason why we believe this company will do well is because we have a vision for this to be successful. For me and my co-founders, it's we believe that people want clean products, and there's been a shift in skincare preferences. So we really believe that people want those products, but I need to remind myself that little things sometimes, work with others, try to work, help work with your team, let them also kind of make those decisions in those ends. But it's also about making sure you don't lose sight of the bigger picture.
So, being a founder and having a business are very time consuming endeavors. How
Mhm.
are you managing your time? Do you have any tips?
So I sure. So I usually manage my time by looking at what I need to get done for the month, and look at what my core goals are for my business. So in this case, my goals are right now increasing exposure for our brands. So really reaching out to beauty bloggers, other skincare sites to really learn about, to tell people about our product, educate them, and then I work my way backwards. So my day-to-day schedule is based off of what I need to get done by the end of the month. So just because it's interesting, it's a big shift from working for a fund versus working for yourself, where you're in charge and it's you're yourself responsible for getting things done. So that's
Mhm.
kind of how I work.
So, if your company disappeared, hope it doesn't, but if your company disappeared, what would your customers miss about you, do you think?
It's the transparency. I've made a conscious effort of people knowing to know more about our brand. I want them to go on our Instagram profile, and I've posted story highlights of my manufacturing team, making the products in front of them, labeling the products. There's even a video of me stamping all the boxes to put a custom logo on there. I want people to know that this is an incredible premium experience that they're going to get if they shop with us. More importantly, I want them to know that they're getting honest products from us.
So, what's next for your business?
So we've listened to our customers, and a lot of people. We have a few interesting products coming out next year. So we're continuing to grow quickly. We're very excited. So we have a few new SKUs coming out early next year that we're very excited to launch.
It's very exciting. So, where can our audience go to learn more about you and your brand?
Sure. So our website, LizMilano.com, is a great site. We have a lot of good blogs and information about your skin and how to take care of yourself, and also gives a little bit more information about the products that we're selling. And another great place also is our Instagram account, Liz Milano Skin, with no spaces. And it is a great spot to learn more about what we're doing, our day-to-days. It's also if you do direct message us, it'll be me probably responding back to you. So it's in spirit of transparency. I love being connected with the customer there.
Awesome. So everybody go check out the website, LizMilano.com. Go check out the Instagram. If you've got any questions, shoot them a message. Thank you for coming out today and chatting with us.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, take care. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.